What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys today. This one is going to be just a normal market watch, just discussing everything around the market, things we need to be looking at for this week as well in regards to marquee matchups potentially for the Champions League. We have ones to watches and particularly some headliners that could go up in price because of their performances this weekend. So we're going to get into a lot of different stuff. Shapeshifters. I'm recording this just after Squad Battle Rewards. So some of these cards are going to be a bit lower. So I want to show you guys, firstly, what we have been doing recently. And I've been doing icon trading a ton. And earlier today, I got this at 920. I sold them at 1,000,004. I'm really getting towards like the top tier icons now. I'm still trying to sell these Hadabor cards for lazy buyers. I'm just pretty much casually flipping. Sometime this week, we're going to make a video how to trade with special cards for the third time. But this time, I'm going to incorporate 2 or 3 different methods with special cards. Just an all-around type of like content for special card trading. Because I think it's just so helpful in this year's game. If you can master the fluctuations and then if you can do other stuff with it. It's even better. This I got at like 1-1 flat. Now, I think the cheapest right now was 1,197. So I think over now I'm gonna be able to sell this for around 1.2, which is gonna be a good 30,000 coins profit. We still have all these Hadabors. If I were to sell everything, I will most likely have about 6 million, 6 to 6.5, because I do have a lot of SBC fodders in my club, and I gotta talk to you guys about an SBC that came out today, but. Obviously, we still have this club stock, and I believe Ter Stegen is about 48,000. So I bought this at 40, and it looks like I think he's around 47, 48, which is really good. That's great profit right there. I'm probably going to go and list that up actually right now because I want to take some coins, get some coins back in the club, because the more coins you have, the more coins you can trade with, etc. So that's pretty much like the start of the video, just obviously going around. SBC fodders above the overall of 87 are actually up a good amount, but that's because of Ramos's SBC. Anything below that is really just dead. 83s are less than 1,000 coins. 84s are pretty much 2,000. 85s are about 5 to 7k. Some 86s are like 13 to 14, which is kind of where they've always been at their lowest peak, but the ones under that have just been getting destroyed recently. So we'll see what happens with that. They really do need to release an SBC that makes those cards go up. So far, the 87s are at about 21k, so kind of at their lowest. But they were even lower before that. They were at, they were pretty much at, I believe, like 16 to 17k at their lowest. So that's where we stand with the SBC fodders. What we got today in terms of an SBC, obviously we did get Ramos yesterday. But today they end up releasing a flashback Wayne Rooney. And, you know, I like it because obviously I'm a Man United fan, so I have to do the card for my past to present squad. He's got great pace, great shooting, great passing. They really boosted this card up a good amount. My only problem with this is the stamina with 81. Rooney prided himself on his work rate and working for his teammates a lot of his career. And I just think it's a slap in the face to him to have him at 81 stamina, especially being a high as well. You're gonna need at least 90, probably 87 to 90 stamina at least on this card. So I think EA, you know, they gave him 99 composure and 90 finishing. The card in itself looks amazing. The only problem is the stamina, in my opinion. I think it was a big slap in the face to him. It's an 84 squad with United players, 185, and then an 86. So this is gonna cost you probably around 200k. I think it's fairly valued. I think maybe a little bit cheaper, but I think for the most part it is fairly good value, would be the word. Going on to FUTBIN, because I need to give you guys a lot of investments. There's a lot of things around the market that are happening right now, so let's go over to FUTBIN. I want to talk to you guys about a few things. So, the first thing is the Team of the Week. Now, this is after Squad Battle Rewards prices, so I don't believe today or tomorrow when you're watching this video, on the Monday or Tuesday, that they're going to release some sort of pack supply SBC. If they will, it's going to be probably untradeable, because that's what EA have been doing recently. For me, the cards you want to get in terms of SBC fighters that will only rise within SBC. Fernando, Monreal, Zagadou, Aitor, Paulo, Remy, Nkuku, Muslera. All of those cards you guys can get at discard price. Now, the ones you want to be getting, I want you guys to get Koke at like 21 and under. Alright, and I want you guys to get Kolarov at 26 and under. That's my buy prices for both consoles. And I would also say with Van Aanholt, I think he's going to rise out of packs. He's a low tier card, very, very affordable, but does have 92 pace, and his card right now is about 130k. So, if people want to use like a Dutch left back, or if they want to use a Prim left back that's cheap, they'll go look at this card. I think this card's going to do well out of packs. I'd say about 15 to 16 is where you want to be looking for that card for an investment. Cordoba as well, like I just said, I think you want to be buying him at discard. Bruno Fernandes. Now, if I'm looking at his graph right now, I want you guys to get him under 320. I think both consoles, 320, 330, probably would be your buy price on this card. Now, he hit as low as 320 just now, and he got bought right back up. So it looks like anytime he hits 320s, people just go and buy him up. The appeal factor, obviously, he's playing very well in real life. He's a Manchester United player. This is the only version of him besides his gold card. So I know this card's going to do really well out of packs. I would really take a look at this card. It's always good to base an Inform's price on what they've done over that whole stretch of a week. So this guy played in a Europa League game against Club Brugge. He played really well. What ended up happening is he went from like 330, 340 all the way to like 380. That shows you that there is a lot of demand in Bruno Fernandes. So I would definitely take a look at that card to buy him sooner rather than later, because he's going to keep rising. Every time, the best time to always buy these cards is in the morning before 6 p.m. UK, because once that 6 p.m. comes and there's no pack supply or nothing that, you know, makes the market kind of panic in it in a way, those cards, the promo cards and the Team of the Week cards always do rise in price because of that. People get assurance that there's nothing that's going to come out to make them go lower, and they go and buy. You could always see the trend before 6 p.m. and then after. I saw it at one point where it was Tellus' first inform. He went from 110k before 6 p.m. all the way to 150. That's kind of the power of 6 p.m. because obviously, you know, EA could throw a curveball at us, or EA could do whatever the hell they want, honestly. So definitely look at Bruno Fernandes. I really like this Lewandowski because I feel like he's not going to get an inform for a while. His headliner is also, I believe, at 900k. So, you know, for me, 215, 220, I think is a really good price for Lewandowski. He does have the 83 pace. He has 94 shooting. 4-star, 4-star, obviously. So he's a very, very usable striker in this game. For Xbox, I want you guys to get him at like 200. I think you can't go lower than 200. He's not going to get there. For PS, 215 is probably my buy price for him. And then the last one is Aubameyang. Now, I think Aubameyang, now that he is a left mid, right? I still think he's going to go up at the packs. I think 225 for both consoles. That's the lowest I could see in Aubameyang in form really going. He does still have 4-star, 4-star, and he is pacey, so you could play him left wing or even a striker in game if you want to do that. I think 225 and under is good for both of those consoles. So that's the Team of the Week. Now, we need to talk about some other cards that you guys can invest in. So this is going to be a very investing heavy video, and if you guys are liking this sort of content, make sure you guys do drop a like on the video, because I'm giving you guys straight out investments that should rise in price after this video comes out. So the first one, Gabriel Jesus. He had a man of the match card. Man of the matches usually do their impacts between Friday and I believe on Tuesday at 7 p.m. UK, or no, midnight UK on Tuesday night. So they're going to be going at, so he's impacts for like 2 more days. I'm thinking low 50s for this card. Really, really good price. I think Xbox 46, 47, really good. I think he's going to do really well at a packs. I would sell this card after rewards on the Thursday. The only thing I would caution you guys is if he is skyrocketing. Like if he's 85k, let's just say on the Thursday, I might tell you guys to just take the coins on that, because that would maybe show some overinvestment in that card. Another card that is investable is this Gnabry card. For me, really, really nice. Left wing. He's not normally a left wing. He has no left wing cards, so that's unique on him. I would say like low, like 100k And then I would also say for like low 80s on Xbox. I think this card, he does have 4-star as well, 92 pace, 86 shooting, really good dribbling. And I think if Bayern or City, if they do go through, what you're going to see is these cards go up even more because there's going to be hype in them. So Gnabry's the kind of player that's actually been playing really well this year. And it could be like the Bruno Fernandes factor where people, if they see them playing well in real life, they're going to go want to use them in FIFA. And this is the kind of card that he's out of position as a left wing, and he's going out of packs. He's only in there for a limited time. I would definitely take a look at this card. Low 100s and then low 80s for Xbox One. Another one that I think is going to go up is Wants to Watch Coutinho. There's two players that had live items that could potentially get Team of the Weeks this week. Now, before I even tell you guys, I need you guys to sell these cards Tuesday night or Wednesday pre 3 p.m. UK time. Do not sell these cards after they get their upgrades or after they get announced in Team of the Week. Because what usually happens is everyone invests in these cards, which is why these cards are kind of a little low right now. The trend of Wants to Watches and headliners is like this, and pay attention when I say this. During the game, they have a good performance. Let's say Coutinho has 2 goals. Maybe he did. I'm not even sure what he did at the game this weekend. Say he has 2 goals. What will happen is people will buy this card up like to 40, 50k above the current price before the game came out. Once the game kind of settles, people will understand, okay, I don't really need this card until Wednesday or Thursday when he actually gets his upgrade. So they go and sell. And there's a kind of low point a couple hours after their game and then the next day as well, where you can get in on these cards. And then they start to rise again before they get their upgrade. Once the Team of the Week predictions start to come out, people understand, okay, I need to go buy this card because I know now he's going to get that upgrade because all the predictions are saying it and stuff like that. So for me, 70k and under for the PS4, and then for Xbox, probably like 72 and under. He's probably going to go low 80s before 3 p.m. on Wednesday. So make sure you guys cash out on that before then. And then the last one I want to show you guys is this Luis Alberto. And apparently, I mean, 2 teams in Serie A that have been really blowing me away is Lazio and Atalanta. 2 teams that are actually flying at the moment. This is a kind of card that I think you want to buy at like 75 and under for both consoles. I think for him, he's going to go to a 90 overall. Like, this card is starting to get to the point where, alright, you need to start thinking about using him for casual players. They can actually use the card in teams. He probably is going to have over 80 pace. He's probably going to have 86 shooting, 93 passing, 91, 92 dribbling. Maybe upgrade the physical by 67, 68. He's starting to become respectable at the moment. So I would say for me, he started coming like Sarabia last year. Sarabia used to get so many informs after he got his headliners, and the card would just keep rising. So for me, low 70s on each card, definitely do it. 75 and under is something I would look at. The last 2 things we need to look at. There's a lot of flipping in this video. I do apologize. But road to the finals again. Actually, I don't know if Champions League is this Tuesday. I could be wrong on that. Just watch these cards. They should probably rise into the hype whenever their games are. I forget if it's this week or if it's next week. Just watch and see if they keep rising in price. You would also be able to trade with these cards because they should be able to keep their prices. So, like, for example, Thomas Partey is 125k. Now, Atletico do have the advantage. So, for me, it looks like this card just keeps rising in price from what his graph is showing me. So, look at the graph here. It goes down to 118. That's probably what you want to buy. You want to buy 115 to 118, and you want to sell around the 130. And I think you could pretty much get that. So, right now, he's actually not at a bad point where I might be able to get him at 115 to 118 on an undercut. So, trading with these cards is something definitely you guys should be looking at. And then the last thing we need to talk about is the Shapeshifter team. So, if I go out of the road to the finals and we go and look at the Shapeshifters, the second team, Alaba's already down at 240. Trent's already under 200. Pereira's down at 228. Rashik is already 115. I think that these cards are going to keep going lower every time we get pack supply. So, whether we get pack supply tomorrow, or Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then once we get Thursday, that is when these cards are going to drop a ton. Because anything that's in packs, EA have been using rewards as a way to supply the market from moments, prime icons, or promo cards in that team. So, for these cards, they're going to go down. the best time to buy these cards is going to be, maybe I wait for another video. Nah, we'll do it right now. The best time to buy these cards is going to be Thursday, an hour after after marquee matchups. That is when they start to get bought up again. So, for example, if you see last week, and I'll do a proper investing video probably on Tuesday or Wednesday with these cards. But if we look at this, okay, this card on the Thursday, an hour or two after squad battle, or I keep saying squad battles, marquee matchups, was low 120s. Now, he's already up at 145k at the moment. He, that night, went to about 131. So you could have gone in at low 120s, and then he goes to 131. So you see that there is a buyback as there's less supply in the market, and people are starting to buy into the card now that they know they're going to go up in price out of packs, and it's their last chance to go and buy one of these cards before they do go up. So, you know, I'm already making a pretty good amount of money. I think like 10k a card on these Hater boards. I don't even know when I want to sell them. I'll probably want to wait till he hits 150. But the rest of these cards, I'll do a proper investment video for the Shapeshifter 2 cards. But other than that, I mean, it's a 16-minute video, and I covered a lot of investments. I don't think anything is sold yet. For the week, what I'm gonna do, guys, and I'm gonna try to get as many uploads out as possible. I think currently right now my Vieira is the cheapest in the market, so hopefully he does sell because I need to get my coins back. But the agenda for this week is going to be probably a Thursday flipping guide on Monday night or Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be Shapeshifter 2 investment video. And then Monday, I think, is going to be a how to trade with special cards. And I'll add in a couple ways to trade with these rather than the last few videos. So that's pretty much it for me today. Hope you guys did enjoy this kind of video. Make sure you guys do drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.